Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are just leaving the gas station in Grangeville, Idaho, and we're going over to pick up a load. We're doing an external contract today. I really couldn't find anything of interest leaving Grangeville other than going back to where we just came from, which we kind of did that like 2 episodes ago. Went that route, then we came back here. So we're going to Wyoming. I think that's where we're going. We'll see. We'll pick up our load. 1 mile to go to get there. But we're going to have 3 trailers behind us on this load. So I don't think I've done a 3-trailer load in like forever. So that's why we're doing one today. Yeah, between the freight contracts and external contracts, it was just a whole bunch of nonsense, basically, as far as I was concerned. It was either loads that were extremely far, and extremely far loads don't do well for us because we don't drive the 14 hours the game thinks we can. We only drive 11 hours, so for me to get there in the time the game thinks I would might be questionable. Or they're really big loads, and I know that, you know, it's just not going to happen. Same thing with external contracts. The one thing I always got to keep in mind is external contracts, the delivery date is in real time. So I got to get the load done in the same time as I record. So I can't be doing it over 3 days' time. It just isn't, it's not going to work. But I believe we're going to Costco to pick up this load, and we're going, I want to say Casper, but I don't think that's correct either. I don't know. I got so many towns in my mind because I don't know how many loads I looked at. But we'll see here in a moment. So it's not going to be one of those back-in type of jobs when we get there. Being 3 trailers, I assume it's going to be pull in straight, and you better get it on your first try because I'm not going to be able to back up and get those lined up. Where, oh where can my trailers be? Right there is where they're at. Oh yeah, and as I back up, because there was a question, because I guess when I back up sometimes they say, oh, I don't want to be an R1, or I don't want to be an R3, I want to be an R1. That's just the gear choices that we get when we back up. Ding. So just like when you have your forward gears, this truck has 13 gears going forward. Reversing gears, I have 3 gears to reverse backwards with. I didn't check to see. Okay, we're going to Bozeman, so I wasn't even close. We're actually going to Montana, not Wyoming. Bozeman, Walmart. What's this weight? 56,000 pounds. So she's a heavy one. She is a heavy one. Bozeman, Montana is where we're going. And that's what we're bringing with us. When I go get to Bozeman, am I going? Walmart. Okay, Walmart. Yeah, been a while since I've driven 3 trailers. I'm pretty sure I have. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't make a video on it. Maybe it was before it's released and started doing ATS. But whatever. It's been a while. So overnight, you may notice our money's gone up a little bit. We're at 191,000. So yeah, you know, a truck anytime soon. Now, ever since I've been bringing this up, looking at trucks, everyone's like, buy this truck, buy that truck. And we're going to be doing the same thing we always done. When it comes time to buy a truck, when we roll into town, that's what we buy, if we haven't driven it yet before. So I know, I think the popular one that people are asking me to buy is a Western Star. So, I mean, if we happen to roll in town and there's a Western Star dealership there, we'll go ahead and do so if we got the money to do so. Now, I think the new truck that came out was the 49X, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, if we happen to stop and there's a Western Star dealership there, we'll look at the 49Xs or whatever Western Star that we can afford, we'll go ahead and do so, because I would like to get another truck on the road ASAP. I would also like to get kind of down, I kind of wanted to actually go to California originally before I came up here, and then we went somewhere else, and now we're back up here again. When I mean back up here, I mean in the Northwest. I wanted to get back down towards California. There were no loads this morning going to California whatsoever. Nothing to Oregon. I had a couple loads going, like I said, back right where we came from in Washington. I was like, we've been back and forth in that route so much the last few episodes. We just need to, I think we just need to go. So we're going. But yeah, the 1.48 patch is in beta. So if you're looking to go into, you know, try the new patch out, the 1.48 is in beta. Just got to opt into it. But like I always say with the beta, just remember, a lot of your mods probably won't work. So just be aware of that. So if you go in there, yeah, if you run a lot of mods, I don't want to say don't want to run a lot. I think I run about maybe 10 mods or so. Oh no, way station. But yeah, I know when the new patch comes out, I gotta like wait a day for green light. I gotta wait for all my mods to get patched. Some of the mods, they're easy to patch for the new patch. They're easy to patch for the new patch. Yeah, I said it. You just got to go in there and tell the mod that it's capable to run in the version that you're running. But yeah, the 1.48 is in beta. I don't know if it was last week, during last week's episode. But usually once it's in beta, that means it's not too far off from being released. Who knows, by the time you see this video, it could be released. I don't think so, because the weekend is coming. I usually record these on a Friday. Alright, what time we were supposed to... 2 o'clock is what time we're supposed... Well, it's guessing when you'll be there around 2. I'm guessing closer to 3:30. Because as we know with external contracts, you don't make up time. And also with external contracts, I cannot go over 65 miles an hour no matter what. So if the speed limit on a highway, if we get on a highway and the speed limit says 80, external contracts, you can only do 65 miles an hour maximum. They did that a long time ago, just because they used to give away some good reward. Well, they still do give away good rewards. But you used to have to do like so many contracts and external contracts delivery-wise. So people had, you know, you could do a lot of things in a simulator. You know, just stable trucks and all that, really fast trucks. So it used to be like, oh, you have to do 10 deliveries, but you got a couple weeks to do it, and people were just doing like 200 miles an hour, getting places. So the betas actually have to work for them to actually get free stuff. Imagine that. So that's why external contracts, the max speed limit is 65. Even if you have the developer command activated in your game, I cannot teleport anywhere either. I can't go into dev commands and travel around the world. What am I hauling here in 3 trail? Oh, flour? Wait. Well, I guess... Does Walmart actually bake anything? I mean, of course they have groceries and such, but does Walmart actually have a bakery where they actually bake stuff? So I guess maybe they're just going to sell all the flour. I don't know. Not my problem. I just deliver the stuff. But we get to see some of the beautiful countryside here in Idaho into Montana. I don't know if Bozeman even has a dealership when we get there, but we'll have a look around because the money is going up. I did, I remember I looked after last episode when I got done recording what brands I don't think we have. Peterbilt is one. Freightliner, Western Star are the others. Those are the brands that we haven't driven. If we really get down to it, we can start saying, well, I haven't driven this model or that model. Like last week, we were looking at the Volvos, and we have driven a Volvo. Just a matter of which model have we not driven. Part of me wants to get around this guy, but it's like, what's the hurry? Because there's another truck right in front of us. I'm trying to find the right gear here, but none of them seem to be the right one I'm looking for. Uh-oh. Lane closure ahead. I'm far enough ahead where that guy's got to give in. Thanks, dude. Yep. I know. I'm that guy. Yep. I had to hurry up to pass you to get stuck behind this guy. Not that I'm in a hurry. As long as we get done by 5 o'clock, which, you know, we should. But every time I say that, we get a detour. Now, see, why would you guys put that into the game when we can't get out of the trucks and actually walk around a bit? Back in my Euro Truck Simulator days, I would have actually driven around that because that was a Steam achievement back in the day. Probably still is. To discover 100% of the roads on the map. And, of course, just like this game, I was buying every DLC that came out. So to, you know, discover 100% of the roads was almost impossible. I did see some screenshots of people actually achieving that, but basically, I'm not trying to downplay their achievement, but they just had just the base. When Euro Truck came out, I believe it was just Poland was the map, was the country, and they discovered the entire, you know, all the roads in Poland. By the time I got into Euro Truck Simulator and just got all the DLCs, it was, of course, Poland, Germany, France was just really coming along when I got into it. And I never got around to the 100%. Then, of course, I discovered Pro Mod. Well, I didn't discover Pro Mod. I found out about Pro Mods. And their maps expanded quite a bit in Euro Truck Simulator. Been about 2 years since I've actually driven a truck in Euro Truck Simulator. I know some of you out there have wanted me to get into it. Nuts. More like peanuts. We got to go to the way station. So I'm not taking a left, I'm taking a right. You know, maybe someday, like I've said this before, I'll get into Euro Truck, but have a great day. You have a great day. Is this where the way station is? Yes, it is. I'd probably be lost in Euro Truck. I was getting pretty good of, you know, knowing the cities of the countries a little bit. Great education for myself. Learning more about Europe by driving simulator trucks, but I was learning more about it. Oh, I'm not supposed to go out this way. Alright. I'll just keep circling the parking lot. I wasn't even looking at the GPS. I was like, just go the same way you came in, right? I was like, you guys don't really want me to go to the fuel station, do you? But I guess coming out to the stoplight is a good thing. Wait, I gotta try to remember 15 miles an hour. Really? Am I still kind of, quote-unquote, in the way station area? 50, 45, there we go. When I get done with this delivery and park up for the day. Of course, this came in as I started recording, but it's a comment way back in episode 10, so hopefully the person that made the comment watches the new episodes as well. But they want to know how you can see, because I guess I showed where our drivers were on the map. And what mod that is. That's not a mod. That's actually just base game stuff. I got to remember a little bit how to do it myself. It's been a while since we actually looked at our drivers. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look-see later on. Yeah, just keep bringing in that money, because we do have a $6,000 loan payment here. Almost missed your turn, buddy. Oh, what? Oh, speaking of the loan payment, for a minute I thought I rolled through the red light. I was like, did I roll through the red light? Nah. Yeah, see, now our ETA is, whoops, I was in third gear. And I need to get actually over in that lane. That car way back there is actually letting me in. I appreciate it. I would say at least a year ago, getting back to senior drivers on the map. I think that was over a year ago that they brought that into the game. Am I actually turning here? Yes. Now I'm doing what the trucker did at the previous stoplight. When I looked at him, like, almost missed your turn, buddy, huh? And then 30 seconds later, I was trying to figure out if this was my left-hand turn or not, and it is. A whole bunch of tandem trailers that's rolling through Idaho. It is something I don't see very much where I live up in the northeast of the U.S. Tandem trailers. Actually, this day is actually going by pretty quick because it's already 11 o'clock in the morning. And it feels like I just left. So we have driven 21,000 miles in the W900. It's not too bad. I think we got it back in, we bought the truck back in November of 2022. So I know some people may say, well, you've had it half a year, you only got 20,000. Well, unless a DLC drops, we only do one episode a week, which is one day. So 26 weeks roughly. So that's 26 episodes. We'll throw an extra 10 in there for when the DLCs came out and I did 2 to 3 episodes a week. I really want to give a shout out to Patrick again. He's the one that created the mod for a realistic economy, and that's what got me back in the ATS. I went away from ATS for a while just because, you know, base game, the money just rolled in too fast, too quick, and it's nice, of course, just always go buy things when you want them. And it's been really fun in the series, you know, having to wait to buy things that you want and need. There we go again with the needs and wants. Of course, Patrick also created the mod that you see at the bottom of the screen, the minimal advisory mod at the bottom. Gives you all the data. And I suppose at this point, what's one mod I could not really drive without, and that'd be that mod right there. The minimal advisory mod at the bottom of the screen. You can also get it for the top of the screen as well. But it's just nice to have all the info easily displayed, but it's not taking up hardly any of the screen. I mean, everything you need to know is right there. How much money you have, the condition of your truck, your current miles an hour, your gear, your fuel, your sleep timer, the current time of day, your destination, distance, all that. It's right there. You don't have to scroll through all the screens, all the F1, F2, F3s. Actually, it's been so long, I can't remember what those buttons even do up there on my keyboard. Someone actually has to comment how you get rid of the map on, when I mean the map, that map. On the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. How do you get rid of that map? And I was like, what key is it? And I was like, well, it's on my steering wheel. And I don't remember what key it is on the keyboard, but I found out it was F3, I do believe. But I do love that minimal advisory at the bottom, tells us everything. I think I cut that green van off a little bit. He got nervous. But yeah, all the mod creators out there, they just make the games that we love that much better. So once again, getting back to the external contracts I was mentioning before, this is where it comes in. You can see the speed limit on the interstate technically is 70, and we're topped out at 65. That's as fast as I can go. And what's annoying me is I'm a slowpoke on the interstate, and yet I got this car in front of me that I got to keep slowing down for once in a while. And the thing is, it's going to take me forever to pass this car. It's not like I can go faster. They must be doing like 64. It'll probably take me all 173 miles, which is what's left on the trip, to pass this car. Oh, now we're going to go uphill. Yep, now I dropped down to 64. I could do the old trick that we all know of in Trucking Simulator, is just get just beside them a little bit and then start creeping into their lane. Most times they'll slow up and back off. Alright, I'm going to get back over because now we're going uphill. and I'm down to 60. So even with our loan payment being paid for the day, we are sitting at 194. So it must be the drivers. I noticed a couple of them brought loads in, but I wasn't paying attention to all of them. But they've been doing pretty good today. Today must be the day. We have these days once in a while where, you know, we bring in like 20 grand or so. But then we have the other days to where every driver's not completing deliveries, so we bring in, of course, like the 5 to 10,000. Which, going way back in the early days of this trucking company, we were happy to bring in $1,000 a day. But that was way before we have the big loan payments that we do now. Well, I know it's Bozeman we're going to. We're getting kind of close. We should start seeing some road signs that possibly say Bozeman. But I'm wondering which Walmart I'm going to. Which design Walmart am I going to? Sorry, I was busy looking at the billboard. It seems like every week we drive, the billboards have changed. And I'm wondering how much of the game is going to change in the next, upcoming months. We should have. It seems like Oklahoma is not too far out. Of course, when I say it that way, it could be like another month or two. But we're getting more and more news about it. They're showing videos of them driving around Oklahoma. But with the announcement, was it last week, of Schneider Trucking Company kind of advertising billboards in the game, I'm wondering how far off we're going to be before we start seeing other advertisements into the game come along. I mean, we run mods right now for like real companies. That's why we see McDonald's and we're delivering to Walmart. Not actually, it's been so long I forgot. What is it called in base game? Is it Walbert? Been so long. I think it's Walbert. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that sounds right to me. Yeah, we're not delivering to the base game companies. We're delivering to Walmart. We're taking equipment from John Deere. I wonder how long before they get sponsors in the game to deliver to certain places and actually have their names and logos into the game. A lot of state troopers pulling cars over today, I see. Oh, I missed it. I was like, how much money did you bring me in? Well, I don't know how much they brought me in, but they leveled up. So that's good. Leveling up just means more money in the long run. Dude, I'm hauling 56,000 pounds and I'm passing you on the hill. What's up? Although... need to find a gear here. Another driver completing a load. At this rate, we might be at 200 grand by the time I get to Bozeman. Time to go down. Oh, it's only 45 downhill. Now, I can go over 65 going down on external contracts. As you see, we're up to 73. Use the good old Jake brake, engine brake, whatever you want to call it. That way we're not using our brake brakes. They would heat up. Only 40 miles to go. Got 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Looks like is when we're going to get there. Bozeman, next 2 exits. And we're not taking this one. Bringing in almost $2,000, so that's not going to get us to 200,000. Welcome to Montana. Hey, it's steak night, Cindy. Let's go get a steak afterwards. Sound like a plan? Someone needs to come out and trim that tree down a little bit. I'm assuming it's going to be a big Walmart that we're delivering to. May not actually even be the retail store that we're going to. Might be going to a warehouse distributor. A Ford dealership, apparently. Not seeing a rest area right around us. I think we're going to a warehouse, not a retail place. I need to know where I'm going before I actually get in there, because I'm going to have like one shot to drive this in straight. Okay, I thought it was going to be like right around. I saw where it was flashing on the screen, and it's right around this corner here. I'm hoping I'm not taking this too tight. Please ding. Yeah, my back end is not quite in. Yep, he's backing up. One trailer, not bad. 2 trailers gets a little complicated. 3 trailers, that is not going to work. Alright, so I'm going to work my way out of this parking lot. We're going to go back out to the main road. No, I'm not. I wouldn't be able to back it up and straighten it up. I think I swung it just way too wide coming in, and I probably had more room than I thought I did. So we're going to make like a U-turn right out in this road. Probably should have waited for this truck to go through. He's going to wait for me to go through? I think so. Can I actually cut it this tight without hitting that fence? Okay, at the front of the truck may have hit the fence. No, I think it's my back end that's hitting it. What button is the zoom in? There we go. Boy, if it's hitting, it's not by much. Because that is the 3rd trailer we're just about in. Alright. I may have to do this again, so I cut it too quick. Uh-oh. I'm still getting hung up on the rear end. Let's get out of the truck and see what we got here. Uh-oh. That is problematic right there. Okay, at least I know what I'm dealing with, but the question is... can I get myself out of here? Well, when all else fails... Because you gotta remember, this is an external contract, so I can't just teleport the truck at all to move forward or anything. So I am where I am, but the one thing I have never tried, and we're about to, is can I move the trailer? That's all I need to do is just give it a nice little kiss here and move it forward. I mean, that was a pretty good kiss, but I don't think it moved. And I don't know how hard I can hit it before I damage my truck or the trailer. So I'm just going at max speed in R1. Sorry, in gear 1. Okay, so that damaged the truck some. Hopefully not the trailer, but I think that got me around. It's hard to say. I know it says 37. I didn't do 37% damage right there. The truck has some wear and tear on the tires. Okay, so now the issue I do have is I still got to get out of here. And do the same thing I did just a second ago. But I'm not stuck. So that worked. third time's a charm. I gotta turn in here very quickly, but not too quickly. Let's not get stuck again. No, whoop, sorry, didn't see that car coming. Oh, I'm hitting the invisible wall. I'm like, what stopped me? You can see the X's show up when you hit them, but you get far enough away from them, they disappear. And this car is going, what the heck am I witnessing? I'm not really sure myself. Okay, is this turning too quick? I think I'm back like I was the first time I came in here. Uh-oh, engine malfunction. So that was not good what I did ramming into the trailer. And what's also not good is I'm having a hard time getting around that corner. So guess what I get to do again? I get to go back out to the street and do the same thing. I got around that car. We'll get it. It was there. It came up for a second. Oh, come on. Oh, boy, it. Nope, reverse a little bit. All right, no one move. Decouple quickly. It's there. It's there. I'm not even turning off the engine to decouple because I wanted to decouple. Did I damage the trailer? It says excellent, so I did not damage the trailer. We'll continue. But Houston, we could require a repair station. Is there a rest area here? Okay, there's a fuel and rest area here, but no... Okay, I can repair or refuel here, but there's no rest area. Of course, I picked the city. That's either, you know... Alright, so, I mean, I gotta go over here and repair. And then we'll have to drive on down here and call it a night there. Yep, that's what we'll have to do. Luckily, I got 2 more hours left on my clock. That is a half-hour drive. Let's get out of this parking lot, shall we? That was kind of a tricky little parking, trying to come in here and turn around. Well, not turn around, but turn in that sharp. If it wasn't for that one little yellow post right there, I think we were going to get around the fence. But that's why that post is there, to protect the fence. let's go repair the truck. It's not going to be too much, because we do have insurance. And it's been a long time since we've repaired the truck. Uh-oh. Is that the first time that's happened in the series where I've driven it far enough or damaged the engine enough? So, yes, you can move the trailer with the truck. Just don't hit it as hard as we did. Or I did. And I'm not going to throw you guys under the bus with me. But, yeah, just don't do it as hard as I did. But, I mean, if you don't hit it that hard, how else are you going to move it? Wait, where am I going? Ah, straight ahead. I see it now. And then let's turn into here. Alright, let's see how bad it actually is. Service? So the cab, engine's only at 5. I don't want to say only at 5%, but I think this is the first time we've repaired. I don't remember if we. I think I've just been changing out the tires, but it's only going to cost us $262 because of insurance and all that. Perfect. And then let's go to the map, please, because now I got to find the rest area. Oh yeah, and I was looking around. Oh, sorry, I don't want that. I was looking around. I did not see a truck dealer here, so won't be doing any of that. So yep, that's where we're resting up, fueling up, and resting up. Oh, what I need to do also is come in here, because anytime you repair it, I think. Oh no, my light settings stay the same. They're going to call this a U-turn? Man, you saw me pull out like way beforehand. That's great. Just, you know, finish repairing your truck and then 2 seconds later someone runs into the side of you. I mean, you can't miss this thing pulling out, can you? But apparently she did. Well, this episode ended comically. My guess is we're going to be parking at a motel. That's what it seems like what we're going to. miles, 24 minutes to get there, and we're going to end up finishing right at 5 o'clock. And then we might be actually heading down from Montana through Wyoming, Colorado, and get ourselves kind of back towards Texas, because I do believe in patch 1.48, by the time we get down there to Texas, I'm pretty sure the patch will be out. And I think there's a handful of new Texas cities that are being introduced. So we'll start heading that way, I suppose. So I guess it's not a bad thing not getting down to California. I wasn't really paying attention, but I did not see a direction light on that car that just turned, but that's okay. If I didn't know any better, I thought I was in Houston right now. Bozeman seemed to be a nice little city. With long stoplights. Of course, at the same time as all stoplights, but... It's always when you gotta go the shortest distance, it takes the longest to get there. So by the time we get to a dealership that will be purchasing a truck, we should have enough cash to do so. Meaning getting all the bells and whistles. And some lucky driver will get this Kenworth, which will be going to the Sacramento garage. That's the one we got 2 bays open. Whoa. Okay. Fire truck. Wait. That fire truck pulls out, hits me in the side, and I get the fine? And 4% damage to my truck that I just fixed. Am I in Houston, Texas right now? That's what it feels like. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. I saw that fire truck coming out. I'm like, you know when you see like an accident getting ready to happen, but your brain's saying, but they're not going to do it. I mean, they can't be doing it. That is like the worst AI traffic I have ever seen in ATS, where they just come right out and be like, hey, yeah, I don't care. You're why? That was a good drive until I got to Bozeman. A little difficulty parking the trailers, but I like the difficulty of parking trailers. That's why I got in skilled parking. But ever since I fixed this truck, I got T-boned twice. Where am I going to park? Behind us? Maybe the game is trying to tell me it's time to get rid of the W900 and I get into a different truck. Way station bypass. I didn't even know when that even... What? Okay. I don't even know when I got into that either, but... I can rest here. Can I? Sure. I'll have to get out and look at the damage on the truck I just repaired. But yeah. But before I forget, because after now I'm a little flustered about all that. So, showing the drivers on the map. I gotta remember how to do that myself. Is it driver manager... Okay, so yeah, now it's kind of like the way I thought it was. So to see your drivers where they currently are driving around, you got to just go to the driver manager, and then you just got to click on down here where it says map view, and then you can go around and you can see currently where your drivers are. We got 4 of them riding around Texas. One of them's down in Florida. One's over in Virginia, Illinois, Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado. And that's where all of our drivers are currently. And of course, currently we're right up here in Bozeman with lunatics, drivers. Even the municipal drivers are causing problems. But yeah, we're going to head on down some way, shape, or form. Maybe cut over and take the I-25 down, or go through Utah and get ourselves down to Texas, because like I said, in patch 1.48, I do believe they said they're adding 5 new cities to Texas, so we'll have to cruise around there for a bit. And of course, since we, like I said, we do about 1 episode per week, so by the time I get around and do all that, maybe Oklahoma will be out. Who knows? Never know. You never know. But anyways, yeah. Bozeman, Montana. Let's get back out there. Let's get back out here and see what's going on. I got T-bone both times in the driver's side. Nope, Rod's the passenger side. I mean, it looks okay. It looks fine. But I'm still trying to figure out why I had to pay for that car accident fine with a fire truck. Yeah, let's not ask questions. That's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy and crazy drivers. But until then, have a good one.